Learning with Maliha presents Islamic Heritage Month Part 2. October is Islamic Heritage Month in Canada. History and purpose of Islamic Heritage Month. Islam is the second largest religion in Canada behind Christianity. Muslims have lived in Canada since 1871 and the first mosque was established in 1938. Established by Canadian government in 2007, Islamic Heritage Month provides an opportunity to learn and honor the rich history of Islam and contributions of Muslims in Canada. It is important to recognize the diversity that exists within the faith of Islam and the folks who practice it, including the multitude of people, stories and cultures that have shaped and continue to shape Canada. Goal of Islamic Heritage Month. Building bridges with understanding is another major goal of Islamic Heritage Month. We celebrate together to inform, to educate, and to share with our fellow Canadians the rich Muslim heritage and contribution to society. Remarkable Muslims Canadians. Muslim Canadians enrich our lives and contribute to the prosperity and heritage of our country through their outstanding achievements in many fields, including literature, mathematics, science, sports, and the arts. Let's have a look into the achievements of some remarkable Muslim Canadians. Janella Massa is a Canadian television journalist. She is also an Afro-Latina Canadian Muslim, originally from Panama. She currently resides in Toronto and was Canada's first news reporter, local anchor, and national host to wear a hijab. She has been published by the Globe and Mail and the National Post, to name a few, and is the host of her show, Canada Tonight, on CBC News Network. Ali Abu Chadi was a Muslim Canadian originally from Lebanon. He was one of the earliest Muslim immigrants to arrive on Turtle Island, what is now Canada, arriving in 1905. He worked as a paddler in Manitoba, a fur trader in Alberta, a farmer in Saskatchewan, and an explorer in Northwest Territories. He was also an entrepreneur who ran a gas station, a sawmill, a general store, a grain harvester, and a fur trading business in Lac La Bacha, Alberta. He became fluent in the Cree language due to his fur trade experience with Cree-speaking First Nations of Alberta. Minister Ahmed Hussein is a Canadian lawyer and a politician. He was born in Mogadishu, Somalia. Since 2021, Hussein has been the Minister of Diversity and Inclusion and Housing. He belongs to the Liberal Party and has served as a Minister of Immigration, Minister of Refugees, Minister of Citizenship, Minister of Families and Children, and the Minister of Social Development. He is the first Somalian Canadian to hold a federal cabinet position and be elected to the House of Commons. Her Honor, the Honorable Salma Lakhani, is the 19th Lieutenant Governor of Alberta. She is the first South Asian and first Muslim to hold this title in Canada. She was born in Kampala, Uganda, but moved to Alberta with her husband in 1977. She has been an advocate of early childhood education and also served on the board of John Humphrey Center for Peace and Human Rights. She was also a volunteer for the Louis Hole Hospital for Women, Kids Cottage, the Alberta Cancer Board, the Aga Khan Foundation, and Zebra Foundation. She received the Alberta Centennial and Queen's Diamond Jubilee for her services. Ilwi Hamadan was a Lebanese Canadian who settled in Alberta. She originally lived in Fort Chipewyan, Alberta, with her husband, where they set up a successful fur trade business. They later moved to Edmonton, where she was instrumental in organizing, funding, and support to have the Al Rashid Mosque, the first mosque in Canada, built in Edmonton, Alberta. She inspired other Muslim women to take on leadership roles. 2017, an Edmonton public school was opened in her honor. The Deen Squad, Jaydeen and Carter Zahir, are the Canadian Muslim band hailing from Ottawa, Ontario. Jaydeen is from Ghanaian roots, while Carter Zahir is from Lebanese root. The band combines Islamic values with hip-hop and rap music while remixing popular songs. Their band has over 200 million views by creating halal remixes to popular songs by artists such as Drake and Camila Cabello. They performed for Canada's 150th year celebration in Toronto in 2017 and for Justin Bieber's Purpose tour in Dubai. The group disbanded in 2019 but recently got back together to explore future collaborations. Naheed Nanshi is the 36th mayor of Calgary and first Muslim mayor of a large North American city. Nanshi was born in Toronto, Canada, and raised in Calgary. His parents were Ismaili Muslims from Tanzania. He served 3 terms from 2010 to 2021 as the mayor of Calgary. Nanshi has won a number of awards, including the World Mayor Prize in 2014 and the Honorary Peace Patron in 2017 for his contributions to strengthening the fabric of Canada. Reem Ahmed was the first hijab-wearing top 10 finalist on MasterChef Canada. She is originally from Egypt but currently lives in Toronto. Ahmed's education is in biomedical engineering, but she always had an interest in cooking. She decided to pursue her passion for cooking so people, including young Muslim girls, would see a woman wearing hijab on a TV show. She has dreams someday of opening her own restaurant, which she will call The Pyramid, as well as having her own cooking show. She currently has successful virtual cooking shows, is a speaker, and has been featured on a number of Canadian talk shows such as The Social and City TV's Breakfast Television. Nazim Kadri is a Canadian hockey player who currently plays for the Calgary Flames. He is a Muslim Canadian of Lebanese heritage. He was born in London, Ontario, and was drafted to the Toronto Maple Leafs in 2009. Kadri is the first Muslim drafted by the Maple Leafs and the second highest drafted Muslim in NHL history, second to Neil Yakubov. Nazim Kadri is also an executive member of Hockey Diversity Alliance, which serves to address intolerance and racism in hockey. Timiro Muhammad is Edmonton's 5th Youth Poet Laureate. Muhammad is a Muslim Edmontonian of Somalian Canadian descent. Muhammad is also a spoken word poet, author, and activist for youth and people of color. She has performed in showcases, spearheaded a poetry mentorship program, co-created a virtual open mic series, and is a poetry editor for the literary magazine, The Drinking Gourd. She has been co-authored of the chapbook Water and written her own book, Incantations of Black Love. She is also the Youth Initiative Manager and Artist in Residence for Islamic Family and Social Services Association in Edmonton. CTTV host Maliha Sheikh. Maliha has an honors degree in professional writing from York University and a diploma in broadcasting journalism from Seneca College. Since graduating in 2010, Maliha has worked as a web journalist, morning show reporter, and a videographer for a number of local outlets in TV. Hodan Nahlaya was a Somalian-Canadian media executive, marketing consultant, social activist, and entrepreneur. She was president of the Cultural Integration Agency and vice president of sales and programming development of Camera Works Productions International. Zarka Nawaz is a Canadian creator and producer for film and television, a published author, public speaker, journalist, and a former broadcaster. Dr. Iqbal I.K. Ahmed. He is the world-renowned ophthalmologist, innovator, educator, and inventor. Dr. Ahmed is assistant professor at the University of Toronto, clinical professor at the University of Utah, and division head of ophthalmology at Trillium Health Partners, Ontario, Canada. Dr. Ahmed has become world-renowned for his skill and groundbreaking work in the diagnosis and surgical treatment of highly complex eye diseases, including glaucoma and surgical complications. Lieutenant Commander Wafa Dabag. She was an officer of Canadian Armed Forces. She received Queen's Diamond Jubilee Medal. She was the first Canadian Armed Forces member to wear a hijab. Dabag died of lung cancer in Odwa in 2012. Iqra Khalid, Member of Parliament. Iqra is a Pakistani Asian Canadian politician who was elected to represent the riding of Mississauga Erin Mills in the House of Commons of Canada in 2015 and 2019 federal elections. Salma Zahid is a Canadian politician who was elected as a Member of Parliament in House of Commons of Canada to represent the federal riding of Scarborough Centre during the 2015 and 2019 Canadian federal elections. She is a recipient of the Queen's Elizabeth II Diamond Jubilee Medal. And there are many more remarkable Muslims. Throughout October, Canadians celebrate the fascinating heritage of Canada's Muslim citizens and take part in many activities happening across the country. Together, let's celebrate the people that make our communities so unique and dynamic. Happy Canadian Islamic History Month. Thank you for watching. Please like, share and subscribe to Learning with Maliha for more informative videos.